Now your starting 11s. First for Elizabethtown High School, they'll be the visiting team on the scoreboard wearing the white kits. Number 1, a sophomore.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to John Hardin High School for tonight's 5th Region Boys Soccer Championship game. Tonight's game will have the Elizabethtown Panthers and the Central Hardin Bruins. We'll turn it over to our PA announcer as he goes through the starting lineups for both teams.
Number 11, junior Luis Gomez. Number 13, junior Brian Herringshaw. Number 14, sophomore Griffin Inman. Number 21, sophomore Spencer Brandenburg. Number 23, senior Ryan Hawkins. Number 25, sophomore Gabe Binkley. Elizabethtown is coached by Judd Yates. Head coach for the Panthers, Corey Yates. Now in the yellow and blue striped kits, the home team on the scoreboard, the Central Hardin Bruins. Wearing number 4, a sophomore defender, Gabe Torres. Number 8, junior defender, Xander Allen. Number 9, junior defender, Kyle Wilcox. Number 10, sophomore midfielder, Wells Emery. Number 11, midfielder, senior, Brandon Burns. Number 12, senior midfielder, Zach Mueller. Number 15, senior midfielder, Austin Melcher. Number 16, senior midfielder, Ben Borderding. Number 17, junior forward, Riley Kirkpatrick. Number 20, defender, sophomore, Jack Martin. And in the cage for the Bruins, number 24, the goalkeeper, senior, Brendan Wright. The Bruins are coached by Tyler Vessels, Austin Varela, Chris Wilk, Justin Polly. Head coach for Central Hardin, Justin Maddock.
So there we have the starting lineups for both teams. Again, Elizabethtown comes in with a 20-2 record on the season under Coach Corey Yates, while the Bruins come in with a 14-8 record under Coach Justin Maddock. These two teams met twice during the regular season. E-Town won the first game 3-2 on August 21st in penalty kicks. On September 25th, they were at Central Hardin, and Central Hardin pulled out the victory in a 2-0 game. The district championship just last week at Fort Knox, it was Central Hardin again winning 3-1 over the Panthers. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. Ryan Harris of Premier Properties, for all your real estate needs, contact Ryan. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. And West Point Bank, let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. It will be Elizabethtown's ball as we start the first half tonight. Again, the winner moves on to the first round of the Sweet 16 next week. And it should be that one of these teams will be hosting that first round of the tournament. While sitting down, E-Town going to try to attack early. Mueller will drop it back for Torres. Torres going to send it up the middle of the field. Inman gets it back for the Bruins. Bean will send it outside for Brandenburg. Brandenburg trying to find someone to pass to. Borgening gets it back. Now Emery with it. Emery going to send it up the middle, trying to get to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick with 4 goals last night in the victory over Nelson County. Going to have a foul there, and it will be a free kick for the Panthers. Bean will take this one. Binkley with it. To the middle, past Ryan Hawkins. Sent back down, Binkley will recover it. Send it over to Herringshaw. Back to Binkley. Trying to get it into Hawkins. Mueller there providing the defensive pressure. Mueller keeps it inbounds and drop it back. Now Jack Martin will send it up towards the box. Herringshaw heads it there. Binkley with it. He'll drop it back again for Herringshaw. Herringshaw send it out wide to the left for Brandenburg. That one will go out and be a throw-in for the Bruins. E-Town will have the throw-in there. Brandenburg quickly gets it into Bean. Pritchard goes after it. Won't be able to get it. Goes out. Throw-in. Wilcox with this throw-in. Stop it as that ball that was kicked out got back onto the field of play. Wilcox throws it forward for Wells. Emery to the middle. Now Ballard with it outside. Binkley comes up, able to get control, chases after it, going to keep it in, gets it down towards Gomez. Jack Martin on the defense for the Bruins. It heads down into the corner again. We do not have a way of covering that section of the field. Looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Brian Herringshaw comes forward to take this corner. Sent in high to the box. Pritchard with the head. It's going to go high over the goal and will be a goal kick for the Bruins. Brendan Wright will take this goal kick for the Bruins. Out near midfield, Hawkins heads it high in the air. It'll be Torres who sends it back towards midfield. All just kind of pinballing around between the two teams. Emery lays it outside. Out of the middle to Melcher. Herringshaw steps in way for the Panthers to get possession back. Continuing to drive forward. And Torres steps up and kicks that one out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. Brandenburg trying to get it in. Andrew Ballard has it. He'll send it into the box. Pritchard chases after. It'll go over the inline and will be a goal kick for the Bruins. .36:05 to go here in the opening half. Scoreless between the Bruins and the Panthers. Jack Martin with it. Sends it up the middle. Hawkins there for the Panthers. Heads it around. Ballard now heads it. Borgadine will head it back. Torres high into the air. Preston Thomas sends it forward for the Panthers. Mueller comes back to get control for the Bruins. Going to have a foul on the Panthers. It'll be a free kick for the Bruins. Torres quickly with the kick forward. They're going to try to keep it on that end. Inman goes after it for Elizabethtown. Wilcox now with it. Burns with it. Sends it outside. Brandenburg sends it back up the field. Pritchard will head it Thomas heads it near the middle of the field for Pritchard. Borgadine gets it back for Central. Emery now with it. One on the right side. Brandenburg provides the defense. Goes off of Brandenburg a couple of times and then goes over the sideline. It'll be a throw-in. Burns comes forward to take this throw-in for the Bruins. Back to Burns. Trying to lay it to the middle. Inman will get there and send it back outside, trying to get it to Thomas. Wilcox there for the Bruins. Gets it to Melcher. Outside for Burns. Burns is going to drop it to the corner. Kirkpatrick chases after. It'll go off of the Panthers and be a throw-in for Central Hardin. Burns will take this one as well. And an error on the throw-in, so it'll be a throw-in now for the Panthers. Kicked high in the air. Thomas gathers it in for E-Town. Back to Brandenburg. Near midfield, Wilcox sends it back the other way. And a foul on the Panthers, and it'll be a free kick for the Bruins. Torres to take this free kick. Xander Allen tried to one-time it. Going to be kicked out by the Panthers. Andrew Ballard sent it outside for Binkley. Mueller there for the Bruins. Unable to keep that one in. It'll be a throw-in for E-Town. Quick throw-in towards the middle. That'll be a foul on the Panthers and a free kick for the Bruins. Martin to take this one. Headed by Kirkpatrick into the box. Bean trying to shield off. And it's shot, and it's in. Wells Emery with the first goal of the night. Bean was unable to hold him up and pokes it right past Brandon Parsons, the goalkeeper for the Panthers. So the first score of the evening with 32-38 to go in the opening half goes to Wells Emery.
That is Emery's second goal of the region tournament.
Gives the Bruins a 1-0 lead. Hawkins going to send that one down the field. Bright comes out. He'll scoop it up. Punts that one back over midfield. Again, ball bouncing back and forth between two teams. Now Allen with it for Central. Binkley over for E-Town. Throw in for the Bruins. Herringshaw trying to head it out. Binkley will kick it out. It actually goes off the Bruins, and it'll be a throw in for the Panthers. Free kick for the Panthers. Bean will come over to take it. Pritchard heads it forward. Now Ballard going to try to get it to Thomas. Thomas heads it back in for Gomez. Not a lot of pace on it, and Wright will scoop it up for the Bruins. Brandenburg comes up, gets it back for the Panthers. Pritchard tries, get it, and it's going to be laid back to Wright. Now Borgadine headed out. Preston Thomas comes over and gets it for the Panthers. Back to Inman. Thomas with it again. Stops, comes back. Tries to slide it to Ryan. Hawkins tries to get it to Pritchard. Out comes Wright. The ball bouncing around. Pritchard kicks it again, and it'll be kicked out of the back goal. Now going to be headed around. Continuing to be headed around. And blocked by Central again. Now Inman going to try to poke it free. And there'll be a foul on the Bruins. And now they're going to center ref going to check on Wright. As initially he came out and he and Tate Pritchard kind of got tangled up together. An excellent job by the Bruins to keep the Panthers out of the net. I believe it was Brandon Burns that dropped back into the goal and kind of played goalie while Wright was down. Ty Beam will come forward to take this free kick. Shot there going left, and it's in. Free kick by Ty Bean goes in at the 29-39 mark. And we are all tied up.
Elizabethtown by number 5, Ty Bean.
Being able to hook that one around the wall in front of him. Wright unable to get it as it was heading towards the left side. We have an issue with the clock. They're going to reset it. So 29:49 officially on the clock. And we are all knotted at 1. Borgadine drops it back for Wilcox. Ballard now with it for the Panthers. Lay it outside for Musgraves. Pritchard over there as well. It'll be an offsides call and be a free kick for the Bruins. Torres to take this one. Out near midfield. That'll go out. Throw in for the Bruins. Burns to throw this one in. Back for Wilcox. Wilcox just going to chip it forward. Now Melcher out near the middle field trying to get it to Mueller. Martin kicks it high in the air. Pritchard lays it back for Ballard. Ballard going to send it up the left side, trying to find Matthew Musgrave. Down into the corner. Wilcox provides the defense. Go over the end line, and it will be a corner kick for the Panthers. Musgrave setting up as if he will take it. So he does short side. Kicked out there. And that'll go out. Be a throw in for the Panthers. Ahmed comes forward to do this throw in. Musgrave with it. It's going to go off the Bruins. Musgrave will do the throw in. Actually, now he's going to lay it down as Heronshaw will come to throw in. Last night, Heronshaw with a long throw in. Hawkins was able to knock it in off of that against Taylor County. This one going high in the air. Bounced around between players. Cleared out a little now. A shot inside. Kicked. And Burns sends it out of there. That'll go out off the Panthers and will be a throw in for the Bruins. Wilcox to throw this one in. Bean keeps it in. Actually, it goes out. It'll be another throw in. Again, Burns will do this one. Back for Wilcox. Back to Burns. Ballard kicks that one out. Another throw in. Burns will take this one as well. Actually, now he's going to lay it down. It'll be Wilcox with this throw in. Some substitutions for the Bruins. Jordan Allen checks in along with Kingman. Allen with the throw in. That'll go off the Bruins and be a throw in for the Panthers. Going into Bean, back to Ahmed. That'll go down. It'll be a throw in for the Bruins. Wilcox to do this one. Trying to get it into Kirkpatrick. Ballard there for the Panthers. Gets outside Musgrave. Throw in now for the Panthers. Ahmed to throw it in. Gets it to Ballard. Another throw in for Central Hardin. Wilcox will take this one as well. Trying to get it to Kingman. Ballard there for E-Town. He'll lay it back for Binkley. They're trying to send it up the middle. Jack Martin will send it back. Now Inman with it. Sends it forward for Pritchard. Jordan Allen used his shoulder and hit that one. Martin able to get it to Mueller. That's going to go off Hawkins and out and will be a throw in for the Bruins.
Keep it up, Ryan. Pressure.
Martin with the throw in. Free kick for the Bruins. Martin will take this one. Headed to the outside. Bowers with it. Forward for Hawkins. Mueller gets it back for Central. They go off the Panthers. Xander Allen now to take the throw in. Throws it down the line, trying to get to Mueller. Binkley will kick it out. Another throw in. Martin comes up, he'll take this one into the box. Right at the edge of the 18. Will be kicked out by Binkley. Across the field. Wilcox will let it go out. He'll do the throw in from the other side. Trying to get it to Emery. Musgrave with it. Up to Pritchard. Pritchard going to take it in the middle of the field. Now he's going to send it forward, trying to get to Bowers. Central back there able to get it back. Xander Aller going to send it up the left side. Kirkpatrick chases after it. Heronshaw heads it towards the sidelines, and it will go out and be a throw-in for Central. Xander Allen rushes down to take this one. 23-18 to go here in the opening half, all tied at 1. Bean will send that one out. Mueller there. And now it'll be Pritchard and Mueller going after it.
Okay, call it both ways, Brad.
Martin will send this one towards the middle for Kingman. Kingman outside for Wilcox. Wilcox will send it back for Jordan Allen. Allen sends it forward. That'll go too wide and be a throw-in for the Panthers. Preston Thomas back in for the Panthers. Borgending back in for the Bruins. That one will go out and be another throw in for the Panthers. Ahmed again sends it forward. Jordan Allen heads it back the other direction. Throw in again for E-Town. Ahmed to do this one. Kirkpatrick with it right at midfield. He'll send it out to the right side. Wilcox down there. He's going to cross. Trying to get it for Kirkpatrick. Gets past Kirkpatrick. Bowers there for the Panthers. Xander Allen chases after for the Bruins. Bowers sends it up the field. Torres there. Gets it back for Central. He's going to send it down to the right side. Wilcox chases after, but it'll be Brandon Parsons who comes up with it. Punt it away from there. Torres is going to send it right back in the other direction. Wells Emery there for the Bruins. It'll be an offsides call and will be a free kick for the Panthers. Parsons to take this one. That'll go out of bounds. Another throw in for the Panthers. Andrew Ballard now with it for E-Town. Trying to get it to Thomas. Back for Inman. Around. Binkley now with it for the Panthers. He'll chip it forward, trying to get it to Bowers. I'll go off Barzee and be a throw-in for Panthers. Barzee going to head that one right back towards Binkley.
Oh, come on.
All cross there to the center. Borgendine will get it out of the box. Inman going to try to keep it on that end. Gets it to Thomas. Thomas to his right foot, now changes back. One comes out. Quick pass to the middle for Kingman. Kingman trying to get it up for Emery. And Parsons will come out and it'll be an easy pickup for him. 19:45 to go here in this first half. Again, all tied at 1 apiece. Wells Emery got the Bruins on the board. 32-38 to go in this first half, and then just a couple of moments later, 29-45, it was Ty Bean on a free kick, putting it in the back of the net to tie us up. Sent back. Torres will send it forward. Parsons comes out of the goal, hits it high into the air. Allen going to try to gather it in for the Bruins. Ballard going to send it up the middle of the field. Jordan Allen will just protect it as it gets back to Wright. Wright will roll it up for Torres. Send it up the right side. Wilcox chases after. Ahmed will drop it back for Parsons. He's going to kick it back out near midfield. Borgadine heads it back down for the Bruins. Kingman tries to poke it outside. Thomas will get it for the Panthers. To Inman. Inman will send it to the corner. Pritchard gets there. He'll cross. Trying to get it in. Headed there by the Bruins out. We'll have a foul, and it'll be a free kick for Central. I believe that was Barzee that headed it out as the cross came from Pritchard. Wright will come up to take this free kick. Xander Allen with it to the right side. Trying to get it over there for Emery. Be sent the other direction. Torres will head that one back. There'll be a foul on the Panthers and another free kick for the Bruins. Sent out near the top of the 18, Mueller there. Two players on him. Binkley comes out with it. He'll kick it up to Pritchard. Pritchard going to go after Torres. Stops, comes back. Now he's going to send it through the middle. Splits the two. Wright comes back. Jordan Allen gets to it first. Allen will kick it out from there, and it will be a throw-in for the Panthers. Brian Heronshaw will come forward. We're going to have subs on both sides. Meltzer and Burns back in for the Bruins. Jacob Mata into the ball game along with Gomez for the Panthers. Heronshaw with the throw-in. Is it deep in the box, headed by Hawkins. It'll go wide to the right and be a goal kick for the Bruins. Again, a reminder, HCEC-TV will be back on the air tomorrow night, 7:30, as it'll be football action. Central Hardin Bruins will travel to the North Hardin Trojans. 16:10 to go here in this first half. Wright's goal kick out near midfield. Mueller gets it for the Bruins. He'll lay it outside for Burns. To Kirkpatrick. Now Meltzer with it. He'll lay it back for Jordan Allen. Meltzer with it right at midfield. Try to squeeze it up. Brandenburg poked it back. Now Thomas with it for the Panthers. Ball kick to the outside. Thomas will track it down. Trying to get it to Gomez. It's going to go too far. Barzee provides the defensive pressure there. A throw in for the Bruins. Into Mueller. That'll go off Burns and be a throw in for E-Town. Gomez with it. Burns there for Central. Jacob Mata comes over. Hawkins ends up kicking it out of there. It goes right to right. He'll roll it out to Jordan Allen. It's going to go off Brandenburg and be a throw in for the Bruins. Tate Pritchard back into the lineup for E-Town. Jack Martin back in for the Bruins. Martin will take this throw in. Ball headed around. Bean sends it back out. Now it'll be Borgendine who sends it across towards the middle. Hawkins trying to get it to Mata. Go outside. Thomas comes back for the Panthers to get it. Trying to send it across the field. Now Mueller with it. Mueller trying. He's going to lay it outside for Burns. Burns there. It's going to go off Binkley and go over the end line and will be a corner kick for the Bruins. Burns to take this one. Xander Allen checks back in for Central. Kick the short side. And it's in! And it's in. I believe it's Austin Melcher with the goal as they crashed the front post. Melcher gets the second, and they're going to go discuss it. Have to wait for the officials on this one. And they'll say no goal. So the center ref going to stop the clock. So he's going to go over and explain the decision to Coach Maddock. Again, this is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Special thanks to our live sports coverage sponsors, Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Ryan Harris of RE/MAX, Bluegrass Cellular, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. So 13-16 to go here in the first half. We will stay knotted at 1. Torres back there for the Bruins. Now Gomez with it. Torres will clear it back towards midfield, but Hawkins there for the Panthers. Burns with it now. He drives towards the center of the field, sends it forward. We'll have a foul there. It'll be a free kick for the Bruins. Barzee to take this free kick. Sent towards the top of the box, headed in. Now Heronshaw tries to head it out. Brandenburg will send it high in the air out near the sideline. And that will be a free kick for the Bruins. Xander Allen going to take this one. Send us some in the middle, headed out by Bean. Melcher there. Panthers got in the front of that one. Now it'll be Burns out on the side as he's surrounded by a couple of Panthers. Griffin Inman will send it up. Mata will chase it down for the Panthers. Try to keep it in. It's going to go off Emery. A throw in for the Panthers. Now a substitution for E-Town. Andrew Ballard will check back in for the Panthers. Binkley will do the throw in. Hawkins missed that one. Barzee will head it back the other direction. Now Hawkins with it. Pritchard now has it. Bruins drop back 6 quickly. Send it to the outside for Brandenburg. Brandenburg going to send it into the box, trying to find Hawkins. It gets away. And the shot, and it's in by Tate Pritchard. And with 10:56 to go in this opening half, E-Town will take their first lead.
By number 4, Tate Pritchard. That is Pritchard's second of the 5th Region Tournament.
Martin will send that one near the middle. Now Melcher with it. Trying to send it forward for Emery.
Go press. Go press.
Now Thomas with it. He'll get it to Ballard. Ballard will get it back to Thomas. Torres pokes it away. Borgadine will lay it outside for Xander Allen. Xander Allen going to send it down the middle. Parsons comes out. Riley Kirkpatrick with the ball for the Bruins. And there's a couple of Panthers there. Parsons tries to clear it, doesn't. Gomez got to it now. Mueller there. Mueller takes it to the corner. Binkley there for the Panthers. And now it'll be Hawkins that comes over. And it's going to be a goal kick for Elizabethtown. Ali Ahmed back in for E-Town. Kyle Wilcox back in for the Bruins. Parsons will take that goal kick out near midfield. Borgadine will drop it back there for Torres. Torres high into the air. Emery will head it out, trying to get it to Xander Allen. Brandenburg there for E-Town. It'll go off him and be a throw in. Martin rushes forward. He'll do the throw in. Allen will let that one go out. It'll be another throw in for the Bruins. And Jack Martin will take this one as well. Throws it into the box. Bean heads it out from there. Pritchard. Mueller tracks it down. Mueller will drop it back for Barzee. Barzee again with it to Borgadine. Borgadine going to send it forward. Kirkpatrick heads it high in the air. Now Beanwell. Musgrave with it. Allen provides the defense for Central. Keeps it in. Ball going back and forth between the two teams. Xander Allen after, but Matthew Musgrave who comes back and sends it back near midfield. Torres gains control for the Bruins. Torres sends that one out. Not going to be able to stop it before it goes out. It'll be a throw in. Binkley quickly grabs the ball. Now wait for his teammates to kind of set up. In to Pritchard. Now Binkley with it. Binkley goes down. It'll be a foul on the Bruins and be a free kick for the Panthers. Bean will come over to take this one. They're four games over the last 2 days of field conditions. Really good here at John Hardin. Bean high into the air, into the box. Be headed out. Musgrave will track it down, let it go over the sideline, and it'll be a throw in. Barzee, the one that headed that out of the box. Herringshaw will come forward to get this. Bowers checks back in for E-Town. Herringshaw's throwing high, headed up, and off the post on the right side. Cleared out there by Wilcox. That'll be another throw in, and now Brian Herringshaw will switch sides.
Get on the back post!
Throws it in, trying to get to Hawkins. Be headed out there by Mueller. That'll go out and be another throw in. Herringshaw will come up to take that one. 6:13 to go here in the first half. 2-1 the lead for the Panthers. Throws it in, gets it to Bowers. Mueller kicks it out from there. Another throw in for the Panthers. Throw into the box. Headed around. Goes over the inline. Now it'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Musgrave will go out there now, and he'll take this one. Both Bean and Heronshaw move forward. Send into the short side. Binkley with it. Binkley going to send it across the field. Heronshaw goes chasing after it. Not able to control it. That'll go out and be a throw in for the Bruins. Martin to do this throw in. Sent forward. Inman heads it. Kirkpatrick, who's not able to get to it, and Brandenburg trying to get it up. That'll go off Wilcox. Throw in for E-Town. That'll get Preston Thomas back into the lineup for the Panthers. Brandenburg quickly with a throw in. Pritchard with it. Lays it back for Ballard. Ballard going to send it to the corner, trying to get it to Brandenburg. Wilcox provides the defense. The cross will go over the inline and be a goal kick for the Bruins. Right to take this one. Sends that up near midfield. Headed high in the air. Torres comes down. Gets it to Melcher. To the outside for Emery. Farther outside for Wilcox. Wilcox trying to get it back to Melcher. That's going to go off Bean and be a throw in for the Bruins. Martin quickly forward. He'll throw it in. Trying to get it to Kirkpatrick. Ballard sends it out. Gets it to Pritchard. Just send it down the corner. Bowers chases after. Barzy there to kick it out. Throw in for the Panthers. Binkley will come forward to get this one.
Work it up, guys.
Throw it down to Bowers. Headed back. Now Hawkins with it. Pokes it near the top. And now it's going to go off. Look like Wilcox. It will. And it'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Ty Bean will go down into the corner to take this one. As there are 3 minutes left to go in this first half. To the far side of the box, head there, looked by Inman. It'll go over the crossbar and be a goal kick for the Bruins. Headed in the air. Xander Allen headed near the side. Bowers tracks it down for E-Town.
Move! Don't just stand there.
Pritchard now with it. They're going to send it to the box. Jordan Allen there sends it back out. Borgany not able to quite get to it. Hawkins gets it for E-Town. Inman now, so we hit the 2-minute mark. Drops it back for Bean. Bean going to send it up towards the right side, trying to get to Bowers. Barzy heads it back. Hawkins going to get it over to Bowers. Try to go give and go. Pritchard will track it down. He's going to lay it off there. Andrew Ballard with it. Jordan Allen pokes it free. Borgadine will kick it out. Wilcox now sends it up the right side. Gets it to Emery. And that'll be a foul on the Panthers and be a free kick for the Bruins. Jordan Allen lines up to take this, but it'll be Torres who comes over. Torres sends it down, headed out by Inman, back near midfield. Torres will head it from there. Preston Thomas gains control for the Panthers. Sends it up the middle. Barzy there for the Bruins, sends it high in the air. Ballard heads that one, it'll go out. Allied Jack Martin back into the ball game. Looks like Wilcox will take this throw in as we are under a minute to go here in the first half. Jordan Allen with it. Tried to pass it forward, thought to Borgadine. He bounced around. Allen heads it back down, trying to get it to Emery. Brandenburg now with it for E-Town. For Pritchard. Send that one forward. Mata down there for the Panthers. And that'll be a goal kick. Under 20 seconds to go. Wright calling for the ball. He'll take this goal kick. And that will do it here at John Hardin for the first half. An exciting first half of this 5th Region Championship game. E-Town on top, 2-1 over the Bruins. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of Remax Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626, and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Welcome back to John Hardin High School for tonight's 5th Region Championship game. Our halftime score, Elizabethtown on top, 2-1 over the Bruins. Scoring from the first half, 32-38 to go in the first half. It was Wells Emery putting it in for the Bruins to give them a 1-0 lead. Just a couple of minutes later, it was Ty Bean on a free kick. Knocked it in for the Panthers to tie it up at 1. And then with 10:56 to go in the first half, it was Tate Pritchard putting it in the goal to give the Panthers their 2-1 lead. Borgadine going to send this one forward for Wilcox. Gets past him. It'll be a throw in for the Panthers. Jordan Allen will clear that one out, sends it over everybody. Kirkpatrick chases after it. Bean there for the Panthers. Bean will lose that one out, and it'll be a throw in for Central. Wilcox to take this one. To Emery. That'll go off of Brandenburg and be another throw in for Central. Inman will get to that one. He'll send it out near midfield. And now Jordan Allen will take the throw in. Pritchard has it for E-Town, trying to find someone to drop back to. Kirkpatrick sends it outside for Emery. Bean provides the defense. Cross there. Pritchard got there. Now he'll send it up the field. Sorry, that was Musgrave. That'll go out and will be a throw-in for the Panthers.
Way to be 3! Way to be! Stay aggressive, Chris.
Bean will send that across the field, trying to get it to Heronshaw. Inman going to send that out. Xander Allen there for the Bruins. Trying to get it to Mueller. Hawkins will send it out near the middle of the field. Pritchard now with it. Lays it off for Inman. Inman gets it to Ballard. Ballard will send it to the corner. Brandenburg chases after. Wilcox there for the Bruins. There's going to be a throw-in for the Panthers. Heronshaw going to come forward to do this one. Heronshaw into the box. Bounced around, punched out by Disselkamp. And we'll have a foul on the Panthers, and it'll be a free kick for the Bruins. And it's not unusual, again, for Central Hardin to switch goalies at halftime. Brendan Wright and Ridge Disselkamp, they've switched all year. Yesterday in the semifinal game, it was Wright in the first half, Disselkamp in the second half, and it'll be the same thing this evening. Disselkamp will take this goal kick. Martin with it. Now Torres will send it up. Xander Allen there. Trying to find some room to pass it. Borgadine was there, but it'll be Ballard with it. Poked away by Borgadine. Hawkins sends it forward. Torres clears it out back near midfield. Bean gathers it in. Sends it outside for Binkley. Inman will send it up to the side. Gomez there. Gets it to Ballard. That'll go off the Bruins and throw in for the Panthers. Binkley comes forward to take this one. Into the box to Pritchard. Pritchard across the box and it'll go over the end line and be a goal kick for the Bruins. And the winner of this game will move on to the state tournament. Fifth region team is due to host that opening round of the Sweet 16. So whichever one of these teams wins should be hosting next week. Check your local listings, as we will have that game here live on HCEC-TV. Throw in for the Bruins. Martin throws that one in. Binkley will drop that one back, and Parsons will kick it out from there. Borgadine with it. Mueller will drop it back. Jordan Allen going to send it up the other side, trying to get to Xander Allen. Hawkins keeps it in the middle. Pritchard able to send it to the outside. Pritchard again able to get to it, going to lay it off for Thomas. Wilcox comes back to get it back for the Bruins. Go off of Jordan Allen, be a throw in for the Panthers. And now that'll go off Thomas and be a throw in for the Bruins. Preston Thomas now with the ball. Jordan Allen comes over, pokes that one out. Thomas will retain possession. We'll have a foul there, and it'll be a free kick for the Panthers. Bean comes forward to take this one. Four-man wall out in front of Bean. Patrick, Meltzer, Borgadine, and Emery. And there's a shot, and it'll go wide to the left. A little too much hook on that one from Bean, and it'll be a goal kick for the Bruins. Disselkamp will take this one. I'm going to try to keep it on this end. That'll go off Martin and be a throw in for the Panthers. Binkley quickly gets it into Ballard. Borgadine will retain possession. Now Wilcox with it on this side. Up to Emery. Emery trying to give it back. Wilcox able to track it down. That'll go off of the Bruins and be a throw-in for the Panthers. Thomas now with it for E-Town. Torres for the Bruins there. Thomas will send it in the middle, trying to get it to Ballard. Jordan Allen there for the Bruins, just able to poke it now to be sent in by Pritchard, trying to get it, and the header there, and it'll go wide to the left. And Disselkamp was going for the ball. It was Gomez going forward for the Panthers. It'll go off Disselkamp and will be a corner kick for the Panthers. Hawkins tries to head it. It doesn't go in. Gomez trying to. And I believe it's Disselkamp that comes out with it. Hawkins had a header. It went off the crossbar. Jordan Allen, the injured Bruin, on the field. They will call for the trainer. 31:56 to go here in the second half. In volleyball action tonight, as these two teams playing each other for the 5th Region Volleyball Championship. Last update we had, Central Hardin on top 2-0. And they are in the 3rd set, where the score is 19-14, Central Hardin on top. Again, a reminder, we will be back on the air tomorrow night. So it'll be a 7:30 kickoff for football action. A district title game between the Central Hardin Bruins and the host North Hardin Trojans. Join Coach Paul Gray on the call for tomorrow night's game. And we are stopped for an injured player on the field. A lot of contact tonight. Been a very physical game. There's been fouls called on both sides. No cards issued as of yet. And that one on the corner kick. Again, a lot of action between the two teams. Disselkamp ends up with it, so it will be a goal kick, or free kick for the Bruins. Allen will go off the field. Trey Barzee checks back in for the Bruins. Disselkamp with the kick. High in the air. Thomas will hit it back near midfield. Melcher there for Bruins. Be sent forward, trying to get it to Xander Allen. Allen will get it to Melcher in the middle. Poked away there by Inman. Central Hardin retains possession, now chipped in. Headed there by Bean. Thomas hits it high in the air. It'll be Hawkins and Mueller going up after it. Inman will kick it back out near midfield. Borgadine will lay it back for Torres. Torres quickly sends it forward. It'll be Herringshaw that heads it back. Herringshaw cleared out there, trying to get it to Thomas. Thomas going to lay it back for Bean. Bean will send it up the right side, trying to get it to Pritchard. Now Torres with it for Central. This pass will go out and be a throw in for the Panthers.
Stay aggressive, 3.
That one will go off Mueller. Is able to keep it. Bean provides the defense. Mueller gets past Hawkins. He'll pass it there. Herringshaw sends it out. Wilcox there. Wilcox will send this one in. It'll be a one-hopper to Parsons. Mueller slow to get up after that contact in the box. Parsons will punt this one away. Torres is going to send that one forward up the right side. Brandenburg will kick that one out. Throw in for the Bruins. Kirkpatrick going to send it out. Now Melcher with it, just outside the box. And that'll be a trip. And it'll be a foul on the Bruins and be a free kick for the Panthers. Allen to the far side, back and forth. Emery with it. Send it trying to get to Wilcox. Brandenburg will get it back for the Panthers. Send it up for Thomas. Borgadine drops back. Barzee there as well. Thomas will go towards the middle. Shot there. Goes off Martin. Rebound will come out to Xander Allen. He's able to keep it inbounds. He'll drive it up near midfield. Try to cross it there. Inman will send it back out for Ballard. It'll be Central Hardin who gets possession back. Jack Martin will get it to Borgadine. Borgadine misplays that one. Thomas will be there for the Panthers to get it. Cross there. Ballard will come forward, but it'll be Jack Martin that sends it back out near midfield. Emery give and go with Xander Allen. Binkley coming from behind to try to get to Emery. That one's kicked into the box. Parsons will slide over and make the easy scoop. .57:55 to go here in the ball game. Scoreless here in the second half. E-Town with a 2-1 lead. Ball to Thomas. Barzee there. Wilcox coming up as well. Thomas back for Brandenburg. Melcher going to send this one forward. Bean actually able to head it back. Inman with it. He'll kick it outside for Thomas. Inside for Pritchard. And there'll be a foul. I believe this is going to be Torres. We called for this one. He will head off. Jordan Allen will come in for him.
Yellow card assessed to number 4 for Central Hardin, Gabe Torres.
More substitutions. Bowers, Musgrave, Ahmed, and Grzleski in for the Panthers. Kingman back in for the Bruins. Bean to take this one. 27:22 to go. Center ref will crank it from there. Blocked by the wall. And that'll be sent out over the end line, and that'll be a corner kick for the Panthers. Musgrave to take this one. And the header there, just wide. Disselkamp with the save as he punches that one off. And it'll be another corner kick for the Panthers.
Let's go, White, find it!
Center ref marks it ready. Musgrave comes in. This kick will be short again. It'll be sent out that time by Xander Allen. Ahmed trying to keep it on this end. Kirkpatrick will get it up to Wilcox. Wilcox sends it forward. Now Kirkpatrick. Hawkins gets in front of him. Grzleski going to kick it out, and it'll be a throw-in for the Bruins. Wilcox quickly with it, trying to get it to Melcher. That'll be a foul and a free kick for the Bruins. Refs must be doing a great job. Both sides complaining equally. Xander Allen to take this one. I'm going to send this one to the far side. Headed out of the box by the Panthers. Emery with it. Still with it. He'll lay it outside for Xander Allen. Allen going to poke it back into the box. Herringshaw heads it from there. Pritchard trying to head it out. Wells Emery with it. Hooked out to the outside. Kingman takes after it. Martin comes up from his defense position. It'll go out and be a throw in for the Panthers. Grzelewski throws that one in to Bowers. Back. Grzelewski will send it high in the air near midfield. Another throw in for the Panthers. Grzelewski will send this one in back to Herringshaw. Bean outside for Ahmed. To Inman, that'll go wide and be a throw in for the Bruins. That'll allow Burns to get back in for Central. Ballard back in for E-Town. Wilcox to take this throw in. Wilcox with it again. Inman there for the Panthers. He'll kick it out and it'll be a throw in for Central Hardin. Short throw in to Kirkpatrick, back to Wilcox. Wilcox hits it high near the top of the box. Jack Martin comes up. He'll pass it outside for Burns. Burns down into the corner. Grzelewski for the Panthers lets it go over the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for E-Town. Spencer Brandenburg back in for E-Town. Parsons kicks short that time. Kingman comes up, kicks it forward, but it'll go out. The throw in for the Panthers. Grzelewski with this throw in. In the middle of the field. Emery with it. He's going to send it to the right side. Wilcox streaking up. Bean back there for the Panthers. Ball hit high in the air. And that will be a corner kick for the Bruins. Emery going to take this one. Kick headed out by Herringshaw. Martin now with it. Up the sideline, that should be going off the Panthers, and be a throw in for the Bruins. Burns gets it in. Martin passes it forward. Pritchard is going to kick it off. Sorry, it did go off Pritchard. He kicked it and it rebound off the player, went off of him. Throw in for Central. I'll go out. Kirkpatrick now going to throw it in, gets it to Melcher. Grzelewski kicks that one out of the box. Pritchard will send it out near midfield. Barzee back there for the Bruins. Emery now with it. He's going to poke it free. Grzelewski there. Grzelewski holds off the Central Hardin player as Parsons comes out. It's a sliding stop. Near midfield, Barzee will drop this one back for Jordan Allen. Kick it high in the air on the left side. That'll go over. And then allow Binkley to get back into the lineup for the Panthers. He'll do this throw in. And that'll go out and another throw in for the Panthers. Trying to get it to Pritchard. Pritchard left foot there. Disselkamp diving stop, scoops it up. He's going to sling it out to the right side. Trying to get it to Wilcox. Wilcox going to send it to the corner. That'll go out and be a throw in for the Panthers. Mata checks back in for E-Town. Bouncing around. Be a foul on the Panthers and be a free kick for the Bruins. We'll announce to those of you watching, Central Hardin has just won the 5th region championship in volleyball. They won 3-0 over the Panthers. Jordan Allen throws it in. It'll be headed back to him. Going to send it to the middle of the field to Kingman. Kingman to the far outside for Martin. Trying to get it forward for Kirkpatrick. Inman goes down. Kirkpatrick has the ball. He'll lay it back. Martin going to drive up that same side. Bowers now with it for the Panthers. He'll send it up midfield. Emery will drop it back for Jordan Allen. Allen to Emery. Back for Barzee. Barzee up the right side. Emery and Bowers go after it. Emery comes out with the ball. He's going to send this one forward. It'll skip, go past the line, and it'll be a pickup for Parsons. Parsons' punt will go over midfield. Burns gets possession for the Bruins. Gets past Binkley, trying to lay it to the middle. Melcher there, but it'll be Inman has it for the Panthers. Wilcox will drop it back for Jordan Allen. Ian Melcher with it. Trying to get it to Mueller. Ty Bean on him. Mueller gives it back to Melcher.
Nice job,
And Hawkins will send it back out near midfield. Jack Martin with it on the far side. He and Bowers going after it. Now Burns comes over for Central. Bowers continues to drop it back. Kicks it forward for Inman. Inman high in the air. Emery has it. It'll be dropped back for Barzee. Barzee will send it across the field to Jordan Allen. Allen going to try to send it up the middle. Bean comes forward for the Panthers. Gets it. He'll drop it to Andrew Ballard. Now Mata with it outside for Ballard. Jordan Allen for the Bruins there. Ballard going to send it to the top of the box. Emery there. He'll send it back out. Now Melcher with it. He's going to send it down the center of the field. Hawkins heads it over towards Herringshaw. Herringshaw send it back past midfield. Emery again back there. Ballard comes over for the Panthers to get possession. Outside for Bowers. Back for Ballard. Hawkins now with it. Past Melcher. Drops outside for Ballard. Send it forward for Bowers. Bowers tries to cross, doesn't get very much on that kick. It'll be sent out. Melcher gets it there. He'll send it past midfield, trying to get it to Kirkpatrick. Herringshaw will kick it out. It'll be a throw in for the Bruins. Xander Allen to take this throw in. Throw it down the line. Herringshaw comes over again. He'll send this one high in the air back near midfield. Martin gets it for the Bruins. Bowers now with it for the Panthers. Towards the middle of the field for Inman. Kingman there for the Bruins. That'll be dropped back. Martin with it again. Melcher will send this one to the corner. Hawkins goes chasing after it for the Panthers. That'll go out and be a throw in for the Bruins. 15:45 to go here in the ball game. 2-1 lead for the Panthers. Martin with a quick throw in, gets it to Mueller. Lays it off for Xander Allen. We'll have, I guess, a foul. Didn't see it called down there. Ball went out, so it'll be a throw in for the Panthers. Hawkins sends that one out. Melcher going to try to keep it down on that end. Inman chips at it. Now the ball goes near the middle. Kingman there. It's going to go off of Gomez. Barzee sends it to the outside for Wilcox. Wilcox going to get it to Kingman. Kingman pokes it forward. Bean will be back there for the Panthers as Kirkpatrick comes up. Bean able to get it to Gomez. And it was Borgadine who got it away before Musgrave could get there. Melcher again with it. Hawkins heads that one back out. Borgadine going to send it across the field. Gomez there for the Panthers. For Pritchard. Jordan Allen there. Kingman dropping back. And Jordan Allen will kick that one out. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers.
Attention, ladies and gentlemen, at the concession
Preston
stand,
Thomas will
hamburgers
check
and
in
hot dogs are now
for the
$1.
Panthers. Brian Herringshaw comes forward. He'll take this throw-in for the Panthers. There's the throw-in. Header by Hawkins high into the air, but that'll go wide left. And it'll be a goal kick for the Bruins. Inman keeps it on this end. It'll be Jack Martin hits it high in the air. Thomas with it now. For Musgrave, back for Thomas. Going to get ahead for Pritchard. At the top of the box, takes a shot. It's going to go high left. And it'll be another goal kick for the Bruins. Musgrave heads that one back. Bowers will go chasing after it. He and Jordan Allen run into each other. Ball poked around. Kingman with it for the Bruins. Quickly gets it to Borgadine. Borgadine going to send it up. Trying to get it to Zach Mueller. Now Mueller with it. Going to send it to the outside. Xander Allen down there. It's past Brandenburg. Allen going to center it. Cross there, sorry. Hawkins kicks it out. Gomez there for the Panthers. Send that one across, trying to get it to Thomas. Thomas will lay this one back all the way to Parsons. Parsons will send it up the middle of the field. Kingman there heads it the other direction. Now Hawkins gets it for E-Town. Thomas with it. He's going to send it up the far side, trying to get it up there for Gomez. Martin back there. He'll drop it back for Disselkamp. Disselkamp sends it right back out to midfield. Hawkins got a knee on that one, heads it or gets it to Thomas. Outside for Gomez. Trying to do a give and go. And there'll be a takedown as Barzee and Thomas get tangled up. So that will be a yellow card to Barzee. He will come out. Torres will check back into the lineup. Mallard checks back in for E-Town. Thomas still on the ground. Hardin Memorial Health trainer there. You can check your listings next week. The winner of this game will host the first round of the Sweet 16. We will have that for you here on HCEC-TV, whether that be at E-Town or at Central. Tomorrow night it will be football action. At 7:30, we'll have a kickoff between the Central Hardin Bruins and the North Hardin Trojans for the district title. The following week, it'll be senior night at Central Hardin, as we will have their game as they host the Ballard Bruins. And it'll be Bean that takes it. And a save by Disselkamp. Sends that one forward. Actually, Ballard will come over and get it back for the Panthers. Able to keep it inbound. Actually, I'm going to say it goes out, and it'll be a throw-in for the Bruins. Substitutions on both sides. Kirkpatrick back into the lineup for the Bruins. Inman and Pritchard back in for E-Town. 11:45 to go here in the ball game. Throw in for the Bruins. Jordan Allen to take this one. Side ref and the center ref going to talk about something. We're going to have a change in the clock. Again, after the stoppage for the injury to Thomas. So we're going to knock off 38 seconds. It'll be 11:04. When he gets there, it'll be Jordan Allen to do the throw in for the Bruins. Kirkpatrick now with it. Brandenburg comes out. He'll poke it out. It'll be a throw in for the Bruins. Wilcox with this one. Gets it to Melcher in the middle of the field. Brandenburg poked that one away. Thomas now with it for the Panthers. That'll go. That went off Thomas's foot after Melcher kicked it. It'll be a throw in for the Bruins. Into Kirkpatrick. Brandenburg in the right place again, stops that one. He'll send it back the other direction. Torres will track it down for the Bruins. Bean hits that one high in the air. That'll go out and be a throw in for Central. Brandenburg again there for the Panthers. Borgadine going to send it out high into the air. Heronshaw gets to it for Elizabethtown. Outside for Binkley. Xander Allen there for the Bruins. They go out and be a throw in. Jack Martin will do this throw in. Sends it in. Ballard got to it first. Inman will lay it back. Ball sitting around. Now Wilcox with it. He lines up. Shot to the left. Diving stop by Parsons. And we're under 10 minutes to go. 9:30 on the clock. High into the air. Pritchard with it. Send it up the right side. Jordan Allen there. Headed back towards the middle. Hawkins ran just past it. Torres will send that one forward. Brandenburg there again. Pritchard pokes it outside for Thomas. Thomas going to send it to the center. Not quite high enough. Torres got to it. Now Gomez there for E-Town. Gomez going to try to send it up. Got it. Pritchard twisted. As he wasn't able to get to it. Disselkamp comes out. He'll pick it up. Low punt that time, running near midfield. Patrick will send it forward, trying to get it to Wilcox. Brandenburg comes back. Brandenburg again with another stop for the Panthers as he'll kick it out and it'll be a throw in. Melcher will take this throw in.
Good job, Spence!
Jordan Allen going to send this one to the top of the box. Heronshaw headed out there. Kirkpatrick sends it high into the air. Brandenburg will head that one. Now Hawkins heads it, and they'll get it to Thomas. Thomas to the middle of the field for Pritchard. Borgadine got a foot on that one. Back out now, Ballard with it. It's Melcher there. Ballard will send it high in the air down the right side. Gomez gives chase. Jack Martin back there for Central. Martin will send it back for Disselkamp. He'll kick it back out towards midfield in that one. Ballard with it. Over for Inman. Inman out to Gomez. One touch. Pritchard coming in. Pritchard and Torres bang into each other. Be a throw in for the Panthers. Gomez is down there. And Heronshaw will come up to take this one. Heronshaw high into the air. Headed there. Thomas is there. Mueller will clear that one out. Brandenburg again will head it back the other direction. Hawkins tried to. Looks like Borgadine got to it first. Emery there, but it's Brandenburg. Last several minutes, Spencer Brandenburg has been on the defensive end. Seems like in every play for the Panthers. Gomez now with it. Stops Xander Allen there for Central. Borgadine will drop it back. Torres with it. Trying to get out near midfield. Again, Brandenburg there. It gets away from Kirkpatrick. Hawkins now gets it for E-Town. To Ballard. Trying to get it forward for Gomez. That'll be cleared by Torres and be a throw in for the Panthers. Binkley will come forward to take this one. 6:15 to go here in the ball game. Send it in for Inman. Inman to Ballard. Outside for Binkley. Binkley will cross from there. Trying to get it to Gomez. Borgadine sends it out. Just at the top of the box, Borgadine going to send this one high out. Brandenburg will be there. Wilcox there for the Bruins. Wilcox not able to keep it in. It'll be a throw in for the Panthers. Brandenburg with the throw in. He'll get it to Pritchard. Jordan Allen will hit that one high in the air, but right to Andrew Ballard. Ballard's headed into the box. Gomez gets to it, but it'll be Disselkamp with the save. It goes off Inman and back. And it'll be Herringshaw with the header back to Parsons. Parson will punt that one out near midfield. Gomez there for the Panthers. Martin gets it from him. Xander Allen and Binkley go after it. Binkley sends it up the side. Be a throw in for the Bruins. That'll get a couple of Bruins back in. Kingman and Burns. We're under 5 minutes to go here. Martin to take this throw in. High into the air. Gomez got to it first. Borgadine now with it. To the middle for Kingman. Outside trying to get it to Burns. Thomas heads it back in the other direction. Wilcox, it'll go off the side of his foot, right near the concession stand. It'll be a throw in for E-Town. Trying to get Bowers into the lineup. Brandenburg will get that one into Bean. Back to Brandenburg. And to get that one to Pritchard. Martin there for the Bruins. Pritchard going to send it in just over the head now. Thomas comes back, hit high into the air by Xander Allen. Now Preston Thomas will come over. Torres on the defense. Now to be Burns. Inman sends it the other way. And two Bruins stop in front of it. Now Burns with it for Central. 3:24 to go. Wilcox comes forward for this one. Ballard headed it back the other way. Borgadine will lay it back for Martin. Bowers now with it. He'll send it to the corner. Pritchard goes after it. Jack Martin there. And that'll be a foul on the Bruins, and it'll be a free kick right as we hit the 3-minute mark. It's like Ty Bean will come forward for the Panthers to take this one. .235. Being high in the air, trying to get to Hawkins. Hawkins' head just wide to the left, and it'll be a goal kick for the Bruins. Disselkamp sends this one out near midfield. Ballard heads it high in the air to Bowers. Borgadine drops it back. Wilcox back near midfield. Binkley heads that one back. Allen now going to send it down the center of the field. Ryan Hawkins back there for E-Town. He's just going to turn and kick it out. Be a throw in. Kirkpatrick has the ball in his hands as if he's going to do the throw in. Willis checks into the ball game. He'll do the throw in. 1:45 to go. Goes into the box, headed by Herringshaw. Cleared by Pritchard. Out to the far side, Wilcox will be there. Wilcox going to send it right back in. Ballard gets a foot on it. Now he'll head it. Borgadine has it. He and Pritchard get tangled up. It'll be Ballard sending it high into the air. Jack Martin heads it back towards midfield. Pritchard just going to send it up the right side. That looks like it'll get out before Bowers can get there. There'll be a throw in for the Bruins. Minute 11 to go. Willis with this throw in. And Torres checks in. Dan Torres checks in now. Throw it forward. Pritchard to Bowers. Now Borgadine hits it high in the air. 47 seconds to go. To midfield. Ballard there with it. Melcher. We have a foul on the Panthers. And Ballard will have to come out of the game as they stop the clock for him. Now the official marks it. We're at 38 seconds. Disselkamp comes up. He'll take this free kick. 10 other Bruins down to the box. Disselkamp going to get it to the edge of the box. Headed there by Thomas. Wilcox chases after. Wilcox will try to keep it in there. It's to Burns. Pritchard will send that one out. Throw in for the Bruins. Wilcox has it. 15 seconds to go. One last rush. Headed out by Bean. Go out, another throw in for Wilcox. Quickly gets it in for Emery. And that'll go out off the Panthers. And the clock will hit 0. And it will be the Elizabethtown Panthers, the 5th region champs, as they will win 2-1 over the Central Hardin Bruins. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, Brandenburg, Bardstown, and Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Ryan Harris of RE/MAX Premier Properties. For all your real estate needs, contact Ryan at 270-723-4626 and he'll get the job done. Bluegrass Cellular, offering the most affordable unlimited plan anywhere where wireless works. Online at bluegrasscellular.com. E-Town Exterminating, 270-737-6900. Online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. We're going to keep it right here as they will have the presentation of the all-tournament team for both teams, and then the presentation of the 5th region runner-up and the 5th region champion trophy. With Elizabethtown winning, again, they will host next week at Panther Sports Complex. And we will have that here for you on HCEC-TV. Again, tomorrow night, we'll be back on the air with live football action as the Central Hardin Bruins will travel to the North Hardin Trojans for the district title. Both of those teams will host the first round of the playoffs, as the winner will be the 1 seed, the loser will be the 2 seed. Next week, other than the round of 16 game for the Panthers, HCEC-TV will be back on the air Friday night, as it will be the final regular season game for the football season, as the Central Hardin Bruins will host the Ballard Bruins on senior night for Central Hardin. Once the playoffs start for football, you have to check your local listings and find out which teams are playing at home and which ones we will cover. After that, we will take about a 3 or 4 week break before we start basketball season. Expecting roughly 20-plus games here, all from 17th District teams. Scoring tonight, all occurring in the first half of the game. At the 32-38 mark of the first half, it was Wells Emery putting it into the back of the net and gave the Central Hardin Bruins a 1-0 lead. Just a few minutes later, 29-39, it was Ty Bean on a free kick, putting it into the net and gave E-Town their first goal and tied it up at 1 apiece. And then with 10:56 to go in the first half, Tate Pritchard knocked one in, giving the Panthers their 1-goal lead, and they held on to it for the next 50 minutes and secure the 5th Region Championship. E-Town will move to 21-2 on the season, while the Bruins will drop to 14-9 as their season comes to a conclusion. Coach Mike McCune, AD here at John Hardin, will present the trophies tonight. I'd like to thank them and all that they did, making our stay here for the last 3 nights very comfortable. And after a lot of rain, this field really held up well, as I had 2 games on Tuesday night, 2 games last night, and then the championship game this evening.
Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. We would ask that you please clear the field for the trophy presentation. Once again, please clear the field for the trophy presentation.
In other news tonight in the 17th District, in the 5th Region, Central Hardin victorious over the Elizabethtown Panthers in volleyball action. As the Bruins retain their region championship, they will head to the Sweet 16.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could direct your attention to midfield, where John Hardin Athletic Director Mike McCune will now present the Region Tournament Awards. First, the all-tournament participants from the regional runner-up Central Hardin. Number 10, Wells Emery.
Emery with a goal tonight and one last night. Mueller, a leader for the Bruins.
Number 17, Riley Kirkpatrick.
And Riley Kirkpatrick again, 4 goals last night. Mueller with 1 goal last night.
Now the tournament team for the region champion Elizabethtown Panthers. Number 3, Preston Thomas.
Preston Thomas had 3 scores in this region tournament.
Tate Pritchard.
Pritchard
5,
with 2 goals.
Bean.
Ty Bean had a goal
And
tonight.
number 23, Ryan Hawkins.
And Hawkins, key player for the Panthers. And now we'll have the presentation of the runner-up trophy.
At this time, it is my honor to present the team awards. In second place in the 5th region, the Central Hardin Bruins.
Cullen Green accepted it for the Bruins.
And your 2018 5th region champion, the Elizabethtown Panthers.
And the E-Town Panthers, the 5th region champs. Again, they will host next week. We will have that game here for you live on HCEC-TV. For all of our workers that make our broadcast possible, for Mr. Dale Means in the truck, I'm Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.
The staff at John Hardin High School and Athletics Department Director Mike McCune would like to once again thank you for your attendance at the 2018 5th Region Boys Soccer Tournament.